manager, there will come a time when two or more of your staff are in conflict. And at this point in time, you have to step into the role of conflict manager. But when you hear the issues from each employee, you may be able to see a solution that works for them. As their conflict manager, should you tell them this solution? When the next step is so obvious, should you solve their conflict for them? Hi, I'm Andrea Doyle, owner of Doyle Solutions. I'm a workplace mediator, conflict manager, author and presenter. And in this post, I'm talking about whether or not you should, as a conflict manager, solve other people's problems. So, let's get back into it. Let's look at the situation with Jason and Bella. They had been colleagues for 4 years. Then on the day it happened, Jason exclaimed frustratedly that he could not stand the way that Bella speaks down to him. Bella then responded, "Well, Jason, if you completed your work properly the first time round, we wouldn't need to have this conversation." And of course, everyone around them heard. Tom, Bella's manager, then stepped in. He took on the role now as conflict manager. Or so he thought. Tom sat both Jason and Bella down together, and Tom proceeded to identify what he believed the issues were between the two of them. He proceeded to tell them both what the solutions were. So he identified to Jason that he believed that Jason was not putting in 100% on his drafts, and therefore he was to pick up his game. Tom then identified to Bella that she should be giving James more instructions about the information she wants from him. Yes, this was done in front of each other. It wasn't a quiet room, but it was in front of each other. Not great for a conflict manager. Tom thought that conversation was over. I'm afraid not. What happened after that is both Bella and Jason went away to continue on with their work. The next draft that Jason presented to Bella was not up to Bella's standards, and Bella asked Jason to complete some extra work. It was then that Jason identified that he had done everything that Tom wanted him to. So now there were 3 people in this conflict. If Tom had chosen not to tell Jason and Bella what to do, but instead act as an independent third party, things would have worked out differently. If Tom had taken on the role of a real conflict manager, where he would have set the two of them down together and asked them each to share with the other person what was going on from their perspective, what were the missing elements to their working relationship, and then from there, Jason and Bella come up with a solution that will help them work together again, then Tom would have been taking on the role of a conflict manager. Now, one of the challenges many people face when they take on the role of a conflict manager, and this can also extend to mediators, is standing back and waiting for the people you're helping through this conflict come up with their own solutions. When was the last time you liked being told what to do? It doesn't go down well on many people. And again, in this case with Jason and Bella, it didn't either. A conflict manager should help people talk through what their issues are from each other's perspective and get them to talk about how it has impacted both of them, and then encourage the two of them to come up with a solution to help them work together again. In this manner, the conflict stays with the people who are directly involved. Now, if Tom took on this role, he would also be able to have helped Bella and Jason develop their conflict management skills. So the next time either of them find themselves in a similar situation, they would have a better understanding of how to do things differently to attain a different outcome. Now, taking on the role of a conflict manager is challenging, especially if you can see that there is an obvious solution. But this is where a good conflict manager comes into play. A conflict manager needs to be patient and needs to allow those involved to see their own solution. If you're not confident in taking on the role of a conflict manager, then contact us at Doyle Solutions and we'll be able to either provide you with some tips or come in and assist your employees. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Andrea Doyle, workplace mediator, conflict manager, author and presenter. Bye for now.